That's right, finally got a couple button-up shirts, because I was sick of wearing t-shirts with a suit jacket. Looked weird. Fucking weird. Kubo and the Two Strings. The Kubo and the Two Strings is a stop-motion animation about a boy named Kubo, and he's being hunted by some ancient ancestors, so he has to go on a quest and get some armor and a sword that'll help him to fight these ancestors that are after him. And Kubo and the Two Strings is from the same studio that did Coraline, Paranorman, and Box Trolls. That's besides the point. We can forgive them for Box Trolls because Kubo is rad. Not only the story, but the mythology around that story. It's so interesting. I always like that kind of mythology of something like there's this ancient armor. Oh, and there's an ancient sword with that armor. And this movie, like beat for beat, it's following that. Gather the armor, gather the sword, and you'll be able to vanquish your enemy. Not only that, the story itself. You have Kubo, who's actually voiced by Rickon Stark, which gives way to the theory that he actually didn't die. He's just off in a corner of the world under the alias of Kubo, and he's going to heal and train, and he'll be back in time to help Jon Snow fight the White Walkers. That's besides the point, though. I like the family dynamic that Kubo has. He has to leave his family, and then he meets up with Monkey and Beetle, and he finds a family in them. With Charlize Theron as Monkey, I dug her as Monkey. She's like this guardian type who's like, oh, Kubo, we have to do this mission, but once something dangerous happens, you're gonna step to the sidelines, and I'm going to fight. You're gonna hide off in the corner while we fight the giant skeleton. Also, Matthew McConaughey as Beetle. All right, it's time to branch out into some animation. Everything Matthew McConaughey has done since, I think, Mud, I have started to like McConaughey more and more. Let's also talk about the animation, because I have a soft spot in my heart for stop-motion animation. Just look at the first few videos on my channel. Yep, that's real. The animation is really cool, and when an action scene happens, it's exciting. Also, the best part of this movie is the fact that the movie will take a more character-driven moment over an action moment. It says, we can delve more into the characters here, so that's what we're gonna do. There's a certain point in the movie where I'm just like, is it gonna go this route? And the thing that excited me most is that it didn't go that route. It's actually just like, you know what? No, you think we're gonna go there, but we're not. So, here you go. And I was just like, hey, you're going somewhere I didn't think you'd go. Props, Kubo. If there is one gripe I say I have with the movie, it's ultimately the main villain that Kubo has to fight towards the end. He just kind of comes on screen like, yes, I'm the villain, and here's my villainous plan. It's like, cool. But then again, this dude ended up doing a lot more than Baron Zemo did in Captain America Civil War, so I mean, we'll let that slide. Guys, it's like this. I had no plans whatsoever to see Kubo. And even when I was just like, fine, I'll go see Kubo, but I'm gonna complain the entire time. And I realize now that if I had come on camera and complained about this movie just for the sake of complaining about this movie, I'd be an asshole. Because Kubo is definitely the exact opposite of the movie I thought it was going to be. Kubo is hands down one of my favorite movies of this year thus far, and Kubo and the Two Strings is awesome-tastic. I swear, if you told me back when the first trailer for this movie dropped that this would be one of my favorite movies of the year, I would have kicked you in the balls. The fact that I saw Ben-Hur over this movie this weekend, it makes me hate myself even more. So Kubo and the Two Strings, have you seen it? And you know what, what's your favorite stop-motion animation? If you want to say any of mine from the 5 years ago on my YouTube channel, you can do that if you want. Anyway, sound off in the comments, and I'll see you guys next time. Oh, it's 90 degrees right now. I picked a bad time to wear this button up.